Oh, hey, hi, hello, welcome on in, everyone. Thank you guys so much for coming hanging out. I really do appreciate it. They are going into episode 31, titled Monster. So we'll go ahead and go around the room, introduce who we're going to be playing this evening, and then we'll hop right in to our wonderful show here. And we'll go ahead and start with Warren.
Hi, I am Warren. I am playing Marlowe, and we are not going to get in trouble tonight.
What, are we not playing tonight? I'm confused.
Yeah, we're going to get in trouble tonight.
Yeah, probably. Next up, we have Hannah.
I've done you. Hi, I'm Hannah playing Charlie the Zemitsu.
Wonderful. Next up, we have Justin.
I'm Justin. I'm playing Julian the Malkavian.
Wait, you're a Markavian?
Mhm.
Hmm. Next up, we have Rob.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'm going to be playing Vincent the La Sombra, and I'm going to try to get us into trouble tonight.
That's based and fair. And then last but not least, we have Lennon,
Hello, I'm Lennon, and I'll be playing Kenneth, the Nosferatu.
who's very good at hand-to-hand combat. Um,
Extreme.
Last week, we ended it on a bit of a high note, I would like to say, as you guys had willingly sought out the spider and tried to gather some information on X after going to the coffee shop that is ran by X in the Monument Circle area. But you guys went ahead and went looking for him, and what you guys found was someone hanging from the rafters by their insides being on their outsides. As you guys were able to go ahead and have a beneficial conversation, but also possibly bringing in a new resource for the spider to use as this hunter is slowly picking off your kind. But you guys went ahead and headed back to start making some copies, I believe the case was, for some of these documents that you were able to go ahead and gather from X's location before bringing the whole box back to the spider. Just make sure you guys had as much data that you guys could have available to you guys for, I'm sure, future purposes that won't ever backfire. But that's sort of where we're picking up this evening as we all are back together, one big happy family. But also you guys did. Oh, excuse me, you guys. I forgot. You guys did split the party a little bit, as you guys so famously do, to head off multiple different angles of investigation. But you guys went ahead and also went back to the scene of the crime and found that it was currently being investigated, but not being investigated based off of some IMPD resources. But someone was investigating under the guise of IMPD at the location. But you guys decided it best not to stick around and begin to leave the area rather quickly before you guys moved on. So this is where we're going to be picking up this evening. What would you guys like to do next?
I think Charlie was just waiting in the car, if I remember right.
Well,
But I don't know if
I think we chose to just kind of vacate the area. I don't know if we came up with a plan of where we were gonna go.
Yeah, I do not believe that was the case. I think you guys just saw there was investigating happen. You said, not tonight. and then just sort of drove off.
So around the park, the buildings that kind of surround it, are they all like office buildings? Are there apartments?
There's a mixture. It's mostly residential that's surrounding it, but it's not. It's mostly like actual houses that are surrounding it. Off one side, there is a fire department off the southwest side of it. But other than that, it's pretty residential surrounding it.
So are these buildings tall or
Most of them are one story, but there are a couple that are two.
okay? That doesn't really give us enough of a vantage point. It's not worth the effort. Well, I guess we can come back and, tomorrow and see if we can find anything. Unless anybody else has any other ideas.
No, I mean, I think it's a little weird that somebody is investigating this and it not be the police department.
Maybe it's the Orpheus group pulling some strings.
I mean, it definitely could be. But I don't know if we can tell. Unless somehow, like, we could get the PD or somebody to go in and ask questions.
I mean, do you want to put your contact in a position like that?
Um,
Is anybody else hearing a lot of feedback from Hannah's mic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fixing it as we're talking. That's why I'm like,
Okay.
trying to do
No
two things.
problem.
I have a hard time doing two things at one time.
No worries.
Charlie's glitching.
I'm glitching out.
Not better. You're gone now. It's gone forever.
Better?
There we go.
Better?
There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna not use this. Okay. I mean, I can't imagine anybody knowing that. Like, they could just go in and just wondering what's going on. Doesn't have to
mean,
be
if-
anything like particular.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to give them a call and maybe they can roll down here and see if they can get some information for us.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll drive a few blocks away and kind of park in a parking lot, and I'll let Charlie make the call.
Charlie, is this a actual contact or is this
Yeah.
Okay. How many
It's an actual.
How many dots are they?
I have one.
One?
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So you go ahead and reach out to them. You definitely get the sound of a groggy individual. Yeah.
Hey, I know I just called you, but I was just the reason I'd asked about the park earlier was there was some like caution tape up, so I wasn't sure if that was like from you guys, but it doesn't seem like it's the PD. Is that like usual for other people to do investigating of whatever went down?
I mean, hard to tell. I mean, as far as I mean, there may be some people that are investigating, but as far as like officially in the business, I mean, we were told that it was a prank call, so I'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised if other people were investigating it.
Yeah.
So like this is unusual then for somebody else that's like not the FBI and stuff to be doing things.
I mean, if the FBI is
Nice.
investigating, I'd be interested to say
I
the
mean,
least.
I don't know who it is. That's why I'm trying to figure out. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
well, I was just curious.
we-
I guess like if you had a eunuch that could check it out.
I mean,
Like,
I
it
could
just
go
seems
and
kind of soft that there's a bunch
go
of
and
people down there.
give it a look, but I mean, as far as the police department's concerned, it was a prank call, and we were told to just disregard it.
I mean, if you were told to disregard it, you probably shouldn't go in there unless they tell you otherwise, right?
Well, I'm off the clock, so it would just be me going on my own.
If I called the department itself, would they look into it?
I mean, if they have a reason to believe there's a crime or something there, then maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt that, so that you don't have to go down there while you're off the clock.
I appreciate it.
But thanks for going, Lola.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, you do.
Thanks.
I'm gonna hang up.
Okay.
All right. So do we think that there's a big enough crime scene that the PD would want to get involved? I'm talking to Julian and
Oh,
Kenneth. Sorry.
I just think it's, there's a spotlight. People are out there searching. If the FBI is investigating, shouldn't they let their local, municipal police force know that they're investigating?
Yeah, I agree. I was just curious if you
Maybe-
feel like that's a big enough reason for them to come down, or if
Maybe
we need to make a reason.
maybe when you call it in, you say that you live in one of the houses that's right beside the park. Say that you heard gunshots earlier, and now there's a big spotlight down there that's like making it impossible for you to sleep. And that way, maybe they'll just come down to investigate the spotlight.
Is there a way to do this with like an unknown number, so it can't be traced? I think
Really,
that
just
would be
need a burner phone.
Oh, you got one of those? I just keep using the same one, which is probably a bad idea.
No, but I'm sure there's a convenience store where we can buy a prepaid cell real quick.
Let's do it.
We'll locate a convenience store that sells prepaids.
Easy enough to do.
I would call the non-emergency number.
It's very kind of you. Okay. Go ahead and roll for me. Charisma plus persuasion.
I hope my rolls don't suck tonight. Last week I didn't really have to roll. What's my DC?
DC is 2.
Cross my fingers.
Oh.
Okay, I did it.
Nice.
That is a scary, scary roll. But you're able to go ahead and hit your 2. They apologize for the concern, but we'll send a squad car to go and take a look at what may be going on down at the park.
Then we'll post up a couple blocks away on the end closest to the lights.
Okay.
Like, how close to the sidewalk are the lights? The big spotlight.
Yeah, it was difficult to tell how close it was because of how thick the tree line was. But it was able to still pretty noticeable even through the tree line, but you weren't able to tell exactly how close or far the source of it was.
Okay. Ken, are you a good climber?
Yeah, I think I can climb a tree if that's what you're asking.
I was thinking more like a house.
Oh, yeah, probably.
You know, one of these two-storiers around here where maybe you can get a good vantage.
Yeah, I got you. Like a
Let me
solid
go ahead and
attempt.
call you real quick, and that way you can keep your phone open and we can kind of hear it. If you need help, you can holler.
Like a walkie-talkie, but better. I got you.
I will call it with my burner. Or with Charlie's burner.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll ditch it after this whole thing.
Exactly. All right. I will allow either a strength plus athletics roll or a strength plus a larceny roll for you there, Kenneth. Whichever one you would prefer to ascend this building.
Central? Definitely gonna go with larceny there, that's for sure.
I figured that would be the case for you.
I wonder why.
You don't-
Our
what's
little
the-
larcenist.
Exactly.
DC's gonna be 2 for this as well.
2? I got you.
Hey,
Nicely done.
we get it.
Let's go.
The bare
No bad.
minimum. You go ahead and scale the side of this building, thanks to some pieces of wood siding that's bare, like, starting to come off, but you're able to find some footholds, and ascend up to the roof of this two-story building, which gives you a solid look into the park, as it sort of, thanks to you being able to like stand and look up and over, right over the top of a lot of this tree line, that you're able to see pretty much into the park pretty well.
Well, I can definitely see into the park. I got a pretty good vantage point here, I think.
Can you see any vehicles or anything?
Wits and
Worth
awareness
marking?
for me.
Got you.
And this is going to be one of those ones that are, the more hits you get, the more you'll get information-wise, so...
Re-roll.
Well.
Re-roll.
Might want to willpower reroll that.
Or hear me out, you don't.
Nope. 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 Nope.
You
Nope.
need
Nope.
to cross
Nope.
your
Nope. Nope.
fingers.
Oh, yeah, cross my fingers so that they use the reroll, and then also get
Yeah.
no more additional hits. And then... and you can actually do 1 additional die, too, technically, Lennon. You can do 2. Looks like I only rolled 1 for whatever reason.
It is up to 3, but you can't reroll your hunger dice.
Yeah. Love that for you. Okay. So
Fantastic.
2 successes. You are able to see there are a couple of vehicles off on the side. Looks like a couple of like newer like Toyota Corollas. Like looking at like 2022 23s. That are parked over in the parking lot of this area. You do see that there are 4 individuals walking around, and there are a couple of what looks like these almost like crime scene or contractor lights that are just sort of like more or less 2 fog lights that are just mounted onto this cylinder in the middle that just sort of is painting the entirety of this area. Um, but you do see that there is the gunshot victim that is still laying there, and a tarp that is next to them with the remains of an individual that looked like got maybe decimated by a wild animal.
Crazy.
I thought so as well.
Oh, it looks like some people are here. Got some sedans to the side and some big lights set up. So there's definitely some people around.
Any official markings, like on their jackets or on the vehicles themselves?
No, not that I can see. There's some tarps and stuff like that, but
Are they
nothing
wearing
super
like
official.
they're wearing like plastic jumpsuits, regular clothes, suits?
Hard to tell what they're wearing. Like, you do see that most of them are wearing sort of some sort of like nicer trench coat over what they're currently wearing, so it's hard to see what they're wearing underneath of it. But they don't have any sort of markings or any sort of other identifying markers on them.
How good's the camera on your phone?
Considering I just got it, I'm gonna hope semi-decent.
Can you make sure the flash is off and the sound is off and take a couple pictures?
You got it. I'm gonna be as discreet as possible.
I love the idea of that for you. Let's go ahead and do wits plus technology. I like that. I like that roll. Seems like a fun roll.
That's not the most fun roll I've ever heard in my life, but sure.
DC is going to be a solid 2 on this.
Okay, that's not too
Woohoo!
I love that for you.
Woo.
You are able to grab some pretty nice pictures, flash off, sound off. But as you zoom in on one of the individuals to take some pictures, you recognize this individual as one of the individuals who flat out laid you out in a parking lot about a month ago.
I pause for a second as the recognition hits, and I'm just like, oh man, really?
What's going on? What?
Don't worry about it. You remember when I got my ass handed to me in a parking lot that one time?
You mean like yesterday? No, I'm just kidding. It was a month ago.
Felt like it.
It was at the thing, the club, right?
Yeah,
Could you
yeah,
narrow
yeah,
that down?
Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of seems to happen a lot.
Yeah, well, listen. One of those people, I say people in quotes, may or may not be here. A little
Okay.
suspicious.
100% suspicious. And they're like gathering evidence, like a crime scene.
It's kind of what it looks like. I can't 100% tell what they're doing, but they're
Do, do,
clearly here for the bodies, I'm sure.
do you think we should call the cops and wave them off? Because they might just kill the poor sod. I guess I could always hit him with the whammy.
I
Make him
don't know
forget
that
about
I
it.
can hit him with the whammy personally, but
I mean, these people, these things that are down there, they can make the cop go away and forget this ever happened. I don't think they're likely to drop another body if they're trying to clean these up. Any sign of that cop yet?
Yeah, so right about this time, you actually do see a squad car pull up very slowly, no lights on, going towards the parking lot.
Ken, keep your eyes on. Cop's about to show up. This could be interesting and tell us a lot.
You got it. Do I have to roll again if I switch it to a video?
You sure
So I have to
don't.
switch-
You're not a Lasombra. Relax. Uh, but as you go ahead and swap it to video, your phone breaks. No, but you go ahead and see the two individuals get out of the car and hands on firearms, but not drawn, as they slowly begin to move forward into the park. They break through the tree line, so you lose them for a few moments, but when they finally make it through the tree line, you can see mouths are moving, a conversation is happening, and one of the four individuals stop and turn around and look towards them. And sort of puts his hand up, reaches inside his jacket, and pulls out what looks like some sort of badge. And the two individuals stop with almost like a blank stare on their face. You turn around, get back in the squad car, and begin to drive off as they turn their sirens on and tear ass towards Indianapolis.
You think there's much left to learn?
Nah, I don't think so.
Can you get like good shots of all the four individuals? Just that way we've
Try.
got I know. Do your best.
I'll stop the video and then I'll try to zoom in as much as I can on all four of them.
Yeah. Three of the four are easily enough to take pictures of. The fourth individual, anytime you try to zoom in on them at all, your camera seems to go almost like on a fritz, where it almost like gets extremely staticky, or the picture becomes extremely unclear on the last individual.
I think we have another Lasombra over here.
I'm sure that's a possibility. If you can't get the photo, no worries. Just get on down here and we'll get the hell out of here.
Sounds good. 3 out of 4 is still a passing grade, I'd say, as I hop down. Just
Oh no.
I know what that's
like
for. Shit.
What do you mean? We
You
didn't.
know
s-
what I
I
mean.
catch it.
We didn't say certain words. Easy peasy. But nonetheless, Kenneth, you hop down. I'm assuming you hang up the phone to be able to scale a little easier.
Yeah.
But you guys go ahead and reconvene.
Yeah, once Kenneth's back in the car, we'll kind of slow roll, lights off until we get around the corner and boogie on out of there.
Boogie
Head back to
woogie.
the house, shoot a text over to the other two, let them know we'll be waiting at the house. We've got some info.
Us too. We'll We'll get in touch.
Sounds good.
Reconvening back at Julian's.
Yeah, for now.
Understood.
Do we need to talk before we get there, Marlo?
I think we do, but I'm also happy to have that conversation with you off screen if we want to move the story along.
Up to you, Bruce.
I am confused and excited. Let's do it live. I don't know what conversation we're talking about, so let's do it live.
Right. So I think that Vincent is leafing through the papers that they've copied out of X's stuff, and it's like, so we're doing this, right? We're actually doing the thing.
I mean, let's talk through it. What's the advantage to doing the thing? Is there an advantage to not doing the thing?
Well,
That guy's terrifying and probably unhinged.
yeah, definitely unhinged. It gets rid of the sniper. It gets rid of a recurring problem for Riley. It helps to keep the spider from looking at us in too interested a fashion. And if you don't mind me burying the lead a little bit, you and I owe someone very scary a favor. It would be nice if someone very scary owed us a favor that we could maybe exchange.
I mean, that's a fair point. I guess my biggest reservation is if we do this for the spider, is it a great he owes us one, or is it he thinks we work for him now and we just saw what happens to people who work for him?
Yeah, I think that we need to make sure that it's clear that we're not in his employ, but also it seems like if he wants to scoop us up off the street and tell us that he'll take out pieces of our insides until we agree to work with him, that might just happen. I don't think that that's something Fairfield's going to stop.
Yeah, no, that's a good. So what you're saying is we don't really have a choice.
I'm saying that we can make the most out of a bad situation.
Yeah, all right. So how do
And
we
we're
track
doing
down
it.
the sniper?
Yeah, that's going to be the tricky part. I think that I'm hoping that the others got something interesting on that, and he's going to like chunk the papers together and say, if this guy's been routinely going after X's clients, then maybe we can get some patterns out of this and figure out what's going on. Otherwise, I don't know, we patrol the park and look for cars that don't have license plates, and then climb in the back seat or something.
Yeah, I mean, the guy seems to keep popping up. He probably won't stay quiet for long.
Right. All right. Well then, I guess let's go see what they learned.
Yeah, and I guess also let's be on the lookout for the girl, right? He had a partner.
Yeah, I think her name was it started with a T. We should be on the lookout for her too, definitely. My potential in with them is out of town for now. So I think that this is going to be on us.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess the last question is, do we need to keep the secret from everybody else, or just Riley?
I don't
Or
know.
just
I don't know
tell
that
him?
we even need to keep it a secret from Riley. I just I wanted to make sure that I wasn't insane before we broached this particular topic with them.
I mean, whatever else this guy may be, he's basically a serial killer at this point, and whether or not the people he's shooting at are also not great people, we can't just have a sniper running around taking people out.
When you started off talking about the serial killer, I actually wasn't sure you were talking about the sniper. So thank you for
Well, I
clarifying.
mean, That's fair.
Not a lot of heroes in this equation.
No, but somebody's being messy.
Yeah. So yeah, then I think that we're good to regroup at Julian's.
Regrouping, indeed. Are you bringing your associate with you as well?
Definitely.
Understood.
I might need to Google something. So
That is fair and based. You guys arrive at Julian's. Pretty much within a few minutes of each other. Julian, you do get to the door first, as you know, it is your house. You do see that there is a envelope tucked into the door frame.
Does it have anything written on it?
To whom it may concern.
I'll pull the envelope out, kind of shake it around, see if I hear anything sliding around. Fucking glitter bombs are everywhere these days.
You hear the sound of paper moving around.
Okay. But no sounds of like a powder or sand or any. Okay, good.
No.
All right, I'll go ahead and open it up and see what's inside.
I sincerely apologize about your damaged property. There was nothing personal. E.
I'm hoping there's not more damaged property. I'll open the door and be like, hello? And kind of move around the house, just kind of giving it a cursory inspection, making sure there's no other destroyed property.
There is no other destroyed property.
I'll, as we kind of all gather, I'll just kind of pass the note around.
One thing to note, you do have a new safe that was in the location of where your destroyed one was.
Okay, minor compensation. I assume the combination's like on the top of it or something?
Yeah, no, it looks brand new. Like hasn't been set, hasn't done anything. It's still got the tags on it, but it's in place where your old one was. And it's definitely a severe upgrade as well.
Probably could still rip the
Hey,
door off, though.
cool.
Yeah, probably.
A safe that only someone with a proven track record of robbing from you knows how to open.
Look, on the bright side, next time they won't have to rip it open.
Yeah, might as well just leave the combination on the top.
Do we need to have a conversation about how many people just walk into your house?
Well, so far, that's the only one who just walked into my house when we weren't around. Everyone else I let in.
I guess that
Still feels
would
like
be-
one more than we want.
Are you gonna, if this is who I think it is, are you gonna tell them no?
No, I'm saying we should
Okay.
move.
I guess who do you
Okay.
think it is?
Well, I mean, E. I can't think of anyone else whose name starts with E other than the big E.
I mean, I guess I can think of several, but you're talking about the Baron, yes?
Talk about somebody who could rip a door off a safe. Yeah, the Baron.
Okay. I mean, it's a good guess. And I think they're the kind of people that would probably talk in initials, right? But I don't know. There's a lot of people whose names start with E. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, people with the capability to rip doors off safes, and then also felt weirdly bad enough to come back and replace it and leave a note. I mean, you have to have some pretty large clankers to be like, "Hey, fuck you! I did this shit to you, and I'm just letting you know I put something new up there." I mean, fuck you if you don't like it.
I guess maybe
Why?
that could prompt a conversation about getting your stuff back.
Not my
Why would
stuff.
she want the Why would she want the stuff?
That is a very potent book. I'll leave it at that. Perhaps she felt that we didn't have the know-how to not kill ourselves with it in our possession.
It's pretty presumptuous.
You didn't see the shit that was in that book. I did. There were some really, really, really powerful things in there. Which is why I was making a copy.
But why would she care and not the other barons?
Well, I mean, it's a good question. How would she even know about it? Well, I guess then again, it was told to Riley, and Riley never stops talking, so probably the whole town knows about it.
Well, that would. I mean, if the whole town did know about it, that might make sense of why she would want to take it to keep it safe.
On the topic of people who know about your home, though, she did knock, but the associate of the spiders found us here.
Sell my house.
We don't have to sell it. We just maybe don't use it as our bat cave.
This house.
I didn't want to move apartments, but
A little bit of a different set of circumstances.
yeah. But it was prompted by the same person telling me that he knew where people that I loved were and that he would kill them. So
Guess that's true.
I don't know. You do what you do with your house, but I think I'm with Marlowe here. It might be worth finding a new bat cave.
Well, who's got a place we can all hang out at?
I mean, I have a new apartment, right? But
How many rooms we talking here, Chief?
3.
Is that
I'm not
including the
inviting
living
you all
room?
to sleep over.
Open my home. This is the things I get.
It's giving very much
I mean, I have a
GTA
safe
heist.
house, but this is not. It's not comfortable. I mean,
Well, we
for
don't want that.
everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's get down to brass tacks.
Yeah. I guess I'll start. We found X after his little retreat. We went to his office to find him there. He wasn't there. He'd been scooped up. And when we found him, he was in the spider's possession and was he'd been cut open and was in the midst of, I guess, the spider having playtime. It was pretty gross. He seemed like he was undergoing some sort of punishment, but I did get to walk away with a fair amount of his paperwork.
Okay. I thought X worked for the spider.
Yeah. He seems like a pretty bad boss.
Yeah.
He really doesn't like
yeah.
sloppy employees,
Oh, Jesus.
but he likes making the employees pretty sloppy.
Okay. So y'all were able to get out of there with your lives?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Looks at his arms and his legs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, y'all might be like clones or something. I don't know.
Are we all hallucinating again?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, my thought is that this might give us some leads on who X's clients were and how many of them we could be able to, cross-reference to Thin Bloods and potentially figure out who our sniper's next victim might be. Also,
So-
the spider has an interest in the sniper. I'm thinking that might be how we get rid of them.
What kind of interest? Like wants them dead? Like
Kind of specifically, no. No, I think that he
Oh.
wants to get information out of them and I don't know, maybe redecorate his opera house with them, similar to what happened to X, but
So
Or
was
maybe turn him
X
into a soldier, in his little whatever Russian mob army.
and this is we agreed to this.
it's on the table. I don't know that we necessarily agreed to anything explicitly, but let me put it this way. I wouldn't be surprised if the spider decided that it was a good idea and therefore it needed to happen, or I would get ripped apart and put on the opera house. I don't think it was a yes or no kind of question, is basically what I'm getting at.
Gotcha. You weren't given options.
I
Or
mean,
I
I
guess you
got
were
this.
given unpleasant options.
Well, I don't think. I mean, there was certainly lots of implied threats. The whole setup was an implied threat, but yeah, It's not like he said we got to find this guy or you're dead. It was if you find this guy, we could work something out with obvious. We don't want to screw up.
Yeah, it's honestly a little difficult to point to anything specific that the spider said and say that it's not an implied threat. It seems to be like a primary means of communication.
Gotcha. Okay, I will happily let you two handle those negotiations.
Yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to when they turn into negotiations. But for the moment, yes, I agree with you.
Well, we decided to do a little more reconnaissance on the park. I don't know if we told you when we parted ways, but the IMPD said that it was a prank. They labeled the initial phone call as a prank. um, got a vantage point from a house, called the non-emergency number, had them send a unit down for bright lights in the park. Ken went up on the roof, and you want to go ahead and show the photos. Looks like it was some kindred that were doing the quote unquote investigation. One was the one that flattened Ken at the Succubus Club a month ago.
Such good memories.
So
Marlo, as you get a video of all of them together, besides the one that's heavily blurred out, three of the four at least were of the four that were looking down on everyone at the Succubus Club before you guys all left for the evening.
And I forget how much did we as characters realize who they were and how dangerous they are, other than they mopped the floor with Kenneth.
Yeah, I mean,
we knew that they weren't really anarchs, and that the anarchs were absolutely letting them do whatever they wanted. So there was, they were pretty scary in that regard.
yeah, they were definitely scary in that regard. Seemed very well connected. But as far as who or what they were, no real connection. But they definitely seemed like they were overseeing the Succubus Club more than enjoying or partaking from it.
All right. Then Marla would say, "Oh, those guys, great."
You know who these people are?
Know who they are is a stretch, but I mean, all of those guys, other than Blurry Face over there, were definitely at the club the night that Riley got beat up by a vampire. And they seemed like they weren't on our team, but our team was scared enough of them to let them do their thing. And now it sounds like you're telling me that they had the ability to sway what the police department was going to do. So
Yeah,
that's kind of scary.
when the cops showed up to investigate, they went in the park, had a brief conversation, and then got shown a badge and fucked off like zombies.
So what, like Baron level X-Files agents or something?
Think they just put the whammy on them, on the cops. I don't know if it was the badge so much as just maybe that was some misdirection, but they jumped in their car, flipped on their lights, and hauled ass out of there.
So what are they doing in the park? Are they trying to find the sniper? Are they trying to find the kindred?
Seems like
They
they were
trying to
doing
find
an
us?
investigation, looking for clues. They had the whole scene lit up. They had collected the bodies. Including your snack when you were in Scooby mode.
Scooby mode is a way to. I'm gonna
I now have some
restate
art.
my. We should definitely find a safer place to hang out than here because anything with a nose was able to follow us back here.
You know, I don't blur as much as that guy. Like, I don't come up cleanly in pictures, but that's pretty dramatic.
So you're saying that it might not be a clan thing?
Um, no, I think it's a La Sombra thing. I don't know why. This seems like it's more potent than mine.
Do you know if as you grow in power, if yours gets more intense?
I guess Bruce, what I know about clan bane severity.
What'd you get on in the roll?
Just two.
You could try for a 3 if you would like.
Sure. Let me do some willpowering.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, as you get a little bit older, stronger, bane severity does play a role. Whether or not this is just maybe a kindred with a stronger bane, it's a possibility. But you also haven't seen yourself on camera a whole lot to see how you do look in one way or another.
Yeah. So I guess there's a lot of things that can cause it. Probably, right? Like there's not like a textbook on this stuff, but um, it seems to me like most of the folks who have these sort of like obvious visible things, the older ones have it worse or more.
Do you think if we showed Fairfield the pictures of these guys that he might know who they are?
Probably. I mean, either him or Teddy, right? Theodore.
I personally don't want anything more to do with that fuckstick.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just saying that somebody who knows the actual Four Horsemen seems like they probably know a lot of people. So
Yeah, but they might cut off your left leg in order to give you that information.
yeah, no, I agree. I agree. If we can get it from the Baron, that would be better.
So maybe we make a run by and just kind of pass it by him, see what he thinks.
Sure.
We can also maybe, are we doing this investigation for him, or are we just doing it of our own accord?
Um, Mostly because Riley is sort of like a champion for these folks, and it's good
Gotcha.
rep for them. But
Understood. We don't necessarily have to pull in all the details.
Yeah.
Just
but
show
like
the
getting it
photos.
officially blessed or whatever, so that if we end up getting into a fight over it or something, that we don't get shot or worse, can't hurt.
Sounds good to me.
While we're out and about, do we need to talk to anybody about your safe?
No, I'm not going to touch that. I mean,
We just figure that's Baron Hill's book now.
wasn't my thing to begin with. I was just making copies. It's
Yeah, but
that's
it took the original and the copies. I guess it would be
Yeah.
nice to have the copies back.
don't really think I have got any leverage there.
Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to force the issue. I just figured we could ask.
Um, maybe Riley should ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, let's talk to Fairfield. Otherwise, I think that we probably need to spend some time going over these papers and see if we can't draw any trends. Oh, if you do want to keep these in the safe or something, I don't know that people know that I have them. So, like, let's just not advertise that.
Sure. I mean, I don't know why they'd come up.
I know, I agree. Just
I
saying,
don't know
like,
why
future
X or the
X.
spider would come up either. It seems kind of like a classic blunder to mention those two to Fairfield.
Okay.
I feel like it's best to keep the spider's name out of your mouth.
Why do you like if I say it 3 times, he's gonna appear or something? Or
Don't even fucking try it.
I can't imagine that the spider is his real name. So if that's gonna work, it's probably
You never know.
It's at this point that Julian finds out he owns the summon spell.
Hi.
Can I undo this, please?
Yeah, you look like you were really busy. You're covered in blood and only in your underwear. So sorry.
I'm just saying I need at least one of those things to change.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Covered in
Okay,
blood
well,
and
well-
now naked. Congratulations.
No. We'll head to Fairfield's hangout.
Okay.
After I lock the stuff in the safe.
Okay.
New combination and all that jazz.
Yeah. Actually has combination and is requesting biometrics from you to lock it.
You're gonna make me rouse check, really?
You don't have to. You can leave it unlocked. It's fine.
Okay.
Hmm.
Not hungrier, so yeah. I'll rouse and do the biometric bullshit.
Sick.
You just gave your biometrics to a safe that some stranger put in your house.
What am I supposed to do?
The
Move.
house burnt anyway. It's okay.
I'm screwed either way to go. I mean,
Might as well just put your shit in a shoebox at this point.
I know.
I mean, look, as
Light
far
up-
as the security is concerned, we're basically sleeping in the park. So whatever.
Okay. Information has been set. Safe, locked, goods inside, and you guys head towards
Baby powder on the floor.
more baby powder.
Tape on the door.
I love it. As you lock it, you see a red glyph appear across the front of it.
What I do to the safe.
Here we go again.
But
I'm going to open the safe.
yeah, you open the safe. The red glyph disappears.
Is everything in it?
Everything inside of it.
Okay. Close it
Everything is
again.
gone. No.
Turn the lock. Does the glyph come back?
It does.
I'm gonna make a sketch of the glyph.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does it just appear and then fade away?
It does, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'll make a quick sketch of that and put it in my one of my mini stacks for later, so I can research it.
Yeah.
And then I'll head down. I will mention nothing of the glyph.
Understood. You go ahead, put the baby powder, re-put up the tape, and then head downstairs. You guys head towards the Baron's hangout. There's a good decent turnout there currently. I want to say probably about 5 or 6 cars are in the parking lot. The door is sort of slid open. Not all the way open, but enough for people to walk in and out without having to move the door. And you do hear some music that is, for the most part, lightly playing from within.
Does it sound like live music or like on the
Something over a stereo system of some kind.
Okay. All right, guess we'll stroll in.
Okay.
What was Wormy Joe's name? Was that Max?
Bill.
Was it Bill? I think it was Max.
It was Max.
Oh.
Leave my boy alone.
All right.
He's always going to be Wormy Joe.
Poor Max, man.
So I guess in the parking lot, I'd like to say, Max, you around?
A few moments later, almost coming from the shadows, you know, when you just say it, it's a lot less fun. But yes, I'm here.
What's going on in there?
Oh, just people hanging out.
Anybody noteworthy?
That's all about perspective. The Baron's in there, so yeah.
Anybody else?
Xavier's in there. A couple of new people that Fairfield hired in as replacements, I think. But I wouldn't call them replacements, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, great. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Sorry for blowing your spot.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Return to lurking.
Follow Julian inside.
And when you head inside, there's probably about 7 or 8 kindred that are here. And only 2 of which you guys have seen before, and that'd be Xavier and Fairfield.
Does Fairfield seem to be occupied?
Yeah, he seems to be having a conversation with 2 individuals currently.
Okay. I'll just head over to the bar and just relax, keeping an eye on him for when he gets availability.
I'd like to do introductions and small talk with the people that we don't recognize.
Yeah.
Time
But
for
like
Bruce to pull a
deliberately
bunch of
avoiding,
names out of his ass.
yeah, deliberately avoiding talking about anything of consequence.
Yeah, it seems. Roll wits and insight for me, please. DC
Yeah.
2.
Happy to. 5.
Ooh. The people that you don't know all react upon seeing your coterie walked in. Not necessarily full starstruck, but definitely a sense of recognition as you guys walk in.
Do I get a sense that this is more of a status or a notoriety kind of response? Or infamy?
More of a status. But you do get the sense that they're a little disappointed that someone seems to be missing.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I think as he's piecing that together, he's going to turn like, what about the weather into like, you know, shaking hands campaign trail, like, oh, what's going on with you? Like, tell me about your life kind of stuff. And see if he can't take notes mentally to share with Riley later.
Yeah, they're all thin bloods. That they are excited to get the chance to meet you guys on a more personal basis. And we're honestly sort of hoping to find you guys here just to meet additional children of the night.
Yeah.
One of them who seems nervous, but sort of chips up. Is it? And if it's rude, I apologize. But there's rumors that you're not like us. Is that true?
I mean, I guess I'd try to avoid having anybody put you into too broad of a category. So, sure. But in what way do you mean?
You have powers of your own. You're not a thin blood like us.
Ah, I'm not. And, some of the others are not as well. I don't think that it's necessarily everybody, but I'm Lasombra. And let me tell you, that comes with some perks, but also some downsides. I haven't had a working phone in 2 weeks. So,
Like cell tower problems or
like, whether I use touchpad, biometrics, number unlocks, buttons that you push in like an old school flip phone, I can't get it to work. I had to move because the place that I used electronic locks, and those would routinely fail.
well,
But like I said, it does come with some perks as well. But yeah, I think that there are others like that as well, who are a little bit closer to the clan, if that makes sense. But
yeah, I mean, they sort of look around as obviously we haven't met all of us, but the ones that we have met seems like you guys are the chosen few.
I've met a couple others as well. one who was able to listen in on my conversation from clear across a parking lot, for better or for worse. But keep trying stuff. I think that your situation means that it doesn't come with as much of a roadmap, but I don't think that it robs you too much of any opportunity.
I would agree. I mean, not to rub it in, but I can still go out during the day.
Must be nice.
Eh, have a day job.
All right, I take it back. Maybe not that nice, but
Like I said. But it's thanks. I appreciate it. I know it's not, or it can be taboo to share that sort of information, but it's nice to know at least half the
figure that's-
stories about you guys are true.
well, it was a pleasure to meet you. And as far as the like taboos and whatever, I figure that that's sort of like sharing salary at your place of work. Like the people who say it's taboo are really the people who benefit it from it being taboo. I don't mind talking about it.
It's an interesting way to put it.
Anyway, it was a pleasure to meet you. We're here on business though, so I'm gonna go hop to it.
Good luck.
Thanks. Regroup with the others. All right, so these are more of Riley's people.
Need to get like campaign buttons or something.
I know, yeah. Yeah, the senator can't be here tonight, but
Keychain, stickers, all the good stuff. Has the Baron gotten freed up yet?
Yeah, roughly about this point, you see him sort of still next to those two individuals, but the conversation seems to have ended as he seems to sort of just be taking in everyone who's here, but also making acknowledgement that you guys have arrived.
I'll take that acknowledgement as my opportunity to approach. Hey, just wondering if I could have a moment to get your counsel.
Yeah, does it need to be in private?
Probably would be for the best.
Yeah, just you or your entire coterie?
I'll just kind of look back. Yeah, we can talk.
Okay, follow me.
If I need somebody else, I'll holler him. I'll holler at him. I'll follow him back.
Okay. Anyone who would like to roll can go ahead and roll wits and insight. DC 4 for this one.
Nice. Oh, whoops! I misread that.
Less
I saw
than
your roll.
nuts.
I saw your roll from before, and I was like, "Oh, nice, 5 hits."
Ooh. Welcome back. Welcome back.
yeah, my willpower dice are back on vacation.
There you go,
Kenneth with the wits and insight over here.
bringing the heat.
Oh, tonight's not a bad night.
Almost, Charlie.
Charlie, would you like to willpower reroll? I'm assuming you said sure, but your mic was muted.
Yeah. Sure. Let's try that again.
I like it. I like it.
It's a little unsettling to have one of your characters with no hunger.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, also true.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Thanks, I sort of hate it. Let me fix this.
Because when you eat 2 people.
That's also true. Speaking of serial killers in the room, all right. So, Kenneth, from the Baron, you do sense a very subtle hint of recognition, but not because of status, but more of the notoriety side of it. Um, but still holding his tongue about it all. But you can definitely sense some quick moving eyes doing like up and down searches on each one of you before walking towards the back with Julian.
Hmm. I'm gonna send a quick group text just saying that I kind of have a hunch that something like that happened. I can't really prove it, but you know, I have a sense.
Text message received.
So this shouldn't take too long. Just a quick question. Hoping you can provide a little bit of insight for us. We've been seeing these people around, kind of carry a swagger with them. People seem to not want to mess with them. And they kind of got involved in something we were looking into, and we just want to know how far away to stay from these people and if you know who they are.
Well,
I'll take out Kenneth's phone and pull up the pictures that he took. Just kind of swipe through the close ups of the individuals.
and I don't know if this is comforting for you, but I don't know who these three people are. I mean, the fourth one's obviously La Sombra, but 3 out of the 4, I couldn't tell you who or what they are.
We had well, one of our members had an encounter with them at the Succubus Club about a month ago. And then they kind of came into place, and basically waves kind of parted for them. Wherever they went, people were like getting out of their way and making sure not to fuck with them. And they didn't seem to be on our side, to champion the cause. And now they were, hanging out in, in our territory, bamboozling cops, doing things, that, might ruffle some feathers. That's why I was curious if maybe you had any clue as to who they are and what they might be up to.
Well, I would agree. There are no anarchs that I know. Not saying that they can't be from out of state. We've had a baron or two rotate through Indianapolis.
Is it like custom to make yourself known, though, if you're coming into somebody else's territory?
Usually, if you're anarchs, they'll come in, tell us what they're doing, or if they're here, where they can feed, and stuff like this. Similar how you guys have done before for other individuals. But I would agree that they'll at least seem to be anarch. But that being said, if I remember correctly, the Succubus Club was more in Eva's territory. So maybe they went and spoke to Eva if they were. I don't.
Is the park in Fairfield's territory?
No, it is also within Eva's territory.
Okay, well, I mean, would it be out of line for us to swing by Eva's territory and ask her if she might know who they are?
I mean, she may not tell you, but
Right.
as far as it's me, I don't mind, but I would appreciate any information back if their parting seas as much as you say they were.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. We'll keep you in the know. We were just a little bit concerned because they seem to keep popping up and carrying a seems like a pretty big stick.
Well, if they're popping up in Eva's territory, she also carries a pretty big stick, not only of her own, but she also has some very powerful counsel.
Okay.
So just be mindful.
For sure. We'll go and we'll be very respectful.
I'm sure you will.
But that's really all I had for you, so appreciate your time.
Of course. Let me know if there's anything I can help with.
For sure. I'll get up and excuse myself and head back out. Just kind of motion everybody to like, come on, let's go.
Do you recount the conversation?
Yeah, basically, I'll fill you in on what he said and probably recommend we swing by sidelines and see if we can find Eva.
Okay. So I think as we're on the drive over there, Vincent's like, correct me if I'm wrong. Has that guy helped with any of the stuff that we've gotten mixed up in?
No.
Can't help but to feel like we got stuck with a pretty shit Baron.
I would
Oh,
agree
he
that
did, wait. He did put us on to the guy who put us on to Teddy.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, so can we
fucking
call that
wonderful
helping?
help.
What we
Yeah,
what's
decided
it
to
take
do
for-
with Teddy might have been a bad plan, but I mean, Teddy was very useful.
I don't know. Too much of Teddy's
Agree
help
to
could kill a
disagree.
person. What do we have to do to move baronies is sort of what I'm getting at.
I think that would be like a massive faux pas that would probably immediately result in our untimely demise.
Unless we move to like Eva's barony, in which case Fairfield doesn't seem like he's going to do shit. So
I mean, so we got to convince Eva to take us in.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, Fairfield seems afraid of all of the other power players.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's way out of his depth.
Aren't we all? But goddamn.
To sidelines we will go. To sidelines we will go.
What does he? What did he mean that Eva has powerful counsel?
I assume that she's got some members of her faction that are like tough. I mean, there's that one dude who almost flattened Vincent over that shit that went on downstairs.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do I go into sidelines?
Maybe you wait in the car.
Oh, come on! Just don't try to eat anybody. We'll be fine.
I didn't try to eat anybody.
Yeah, tried to strangle them.
Just
Don't
Tentacles
try to
of
strangle anybody with your
black
shadow.
energy.
it's fine.
I sort of tried to strangle her with her shadow, but I take your point.
Ah, okay, yeah. No one needs that
No
kind of whopping
strangling, no
big love
eating.
hug. Thank you.
Love hug makes it so much worse.
True.
It's awful.
Okay, we'll roll up to sidelines and hope to find Eva there.
You roll up to sidelines. Pretty empty tonight. There are some people that are inside. Eva being one of them. But a lot of people sort of hanging out in loungewear and just sort of hanging out.
Gotta get some live music up in this joint. Is Isaiah around?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Not a no.
Is there like a hostess?
No, there's not. There's a sign that says "Seat yourselves."
Okay.
Now, when you say loungewear, like this is like a pajama party going on? in
Not
this
that
bar?
much of a loungewear, but like more of like
Like
a
Kendra's
full
hoodies.
pajama
room.
party would be pretty funny.
sick.
That's pretty sick, yeah.
Just an entire bar full of pajamas and sweatpants.
I guess I'll approach the bar and get the bartender's attention and be like, would it be possible for me to talk with Miss Hill?
Also, like, are there usually this many people in Crocs here?
Yes, and unfortunately, yes.
Are they in sport mode at least?
Maybe 50%.
Okay, is it
Look,
okay
you'll be
for me
walking
to?
on those feet for eternity. They're a comfortable shoe.
Is it okay for me to just go over?
No, Miss Hill will be out shortly.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Charlie, are you here by chance? Asking for a friend.
Yeah. Also, without, I would like to try not to make it obvious that I'm looking if Meg's in the bar.
Sure. Wits and stealth for me, please. DC
Actually, not too bad.
is going to be whatever you set, so feel free to roll how many successes you would like.
Wits and stealth.
Yep.
Might as well just roll 3 more.
I like it. Might as well use the willpower, is what I heard.
Yep. That's what you heard.
Hey.
Nice.
All right, 4. She doesn't seem to notice you, but Meg is currently, as she always is, in a face full of books.
I think Charlie's just gonna sit in the first chair that she sees.
Near or far from Meg?
Right where she's at.
Oh, like,
She's just gonna like find the closest like booth or seat and just sit down.
okay, yeah. It's closest one would be the bar top, which is open. Meg is in a booth, near towards the opposite, like other end of the, sort of towards the back end of the seating area, where she can sort of keep an eye on things, but probably be more beneficial if she wasn't desperately reading and writing about a book.
I'll probably just yeah. Charlie doesn't know what to do. It's kind of in like a mental thought.
That is a safe place for one of your 3 characters who are currently inside of this bar to be.
Sure. Do not make me play all 3 of them.
Well, that's going to be up to you.
Poor Anna.
What can I say? She's the one that makes
I did it
characters that live and intertwine them. But a loud crash is heard from the back area before a Baron Hill sort of walks out of that room where the noise was heard, sort of fixing herself and then heading towards the people who has requested her presence.
I'll greet her with a smile. Hey.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I was kind of sent your way by Baron Fairfield. we've been seeing some suspicious individuals kind of hanging around, and they seem to keep popping up in your territory. And Baron Fairfield thought that there's a possibility that they may have made themselves known to you, but just not to him because they're not in his territory. So we wanted to know if you perhaps knew them, because their behavior's been a little bit concerning, and we just want to make sure that like they're supposed to be here. If you catch my drift.
Um, are you like? So they've just been in my territory?
That's
Or
the only
not?
place we've spotted them. We saw them at the Succubus Club, and when they were there, they assaulted one of my friends, and then when they were in the Succubus Club, they were kind of strutting around like they owned the place. People were doing their damnedest to get out of their way. Like, they were connected, like involved with somebody. I didn't Baron Fairfield thought that might be out of town barons coming through, and maybe they talked to you, let you know that they were here, made themselves known. And then we saw them again in the park. What was the name of the park again?
Garfield.
Garfield.
Garfield
Lasagna.
Park. They were, I don't know, doing some kind of weird investigation or something. Had lots of lights on in there. Cops showed up. They talked to them, got them to buzz off quick, fast, and in a hurry. So we're like, wanted to know if you knew like if this was something they were doing that you knew about, and if you didn't, do you know who they might be?
I none of that sounds familiar to me.
Okay, can I show you their pictures and maybe you'll recognize the
Yeah.
face?
Yeah, I was just
I'll
about to
pull
ask
up the
if you had
phone
any.
and show the 3 pictures of the ones that we were able to photograph.
Does Eva recognize them?
Yes, Eva does recognize them. It's been some time since she's seen them, but does recognize these individuals.
Well, shit. Do you know the last place you saw them was at this park?
Yeah, they were at Garfield Park. Couldn't have been more than an hour ago. Hour and a half, maybe.
Did I get a picture? Did I get a picture of the victim before they were missing a fair amount of their head?
Which one? Asking for a friend.
The one who was shot, not the one who was eaten.
Yes, you did get a good shot of them before and during shot.
Yeah. We were looking into some individuals who have gone missing, and I don't know if this is related, but beep 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 beep. This is one of them, and I'm going to show Eva, the child of the night who got shot, and say, I don't know if they would have anything to do with this person, but they were looking into what happened to them, which was violent. They got shot.
Like, you think they're looking into them, or you think that they're responsible for this?
I don't think that they're responsible. I think that the person who was responsible was um, somebody who hunts people like us.
Give me a second. How long ago did you say this happened in the park?
Well, last time we saw them was about probably like an hour and a half ago.
Okay.
The person getting shot was a little longer, maybe
Yeah.
2 or 3 hours ago, but all tonight.
Okay. Excuse me 1 minute, and she's gonna just text like a group of people to go check it out. Okay, I'm gonna have some of my people look into it. If you have any other information, that would be great. Like, but no, they did not get permission to be here.
I know it's kind of
I would recommend you staying away from them.
that's not a problem. And I know it's kind of a big ask, but would you maybe be able to share some more details that I could give to Fairfield so that he can be aware of kind of what's going on here?
But you did give him details that you know. Like
Right,
that's
I'm
not enough
saying,
details for him.
well, he was hoping that you, if you knew them, then maybe you'd share that information so that he could be aware of what's going on.
You responded to the pictures in a way that made it seem like you might know a little bit more about who they are.
Yeah, you kind of huffed well shit.
Yeah. They're part of the cam. From a while ago. Well, they're probably still cam, but from when I knew them, it's been a while. But that I don't have a lot of information about them currently.
I mean, that's probably more than enough. The fact that they're cam and they're meddling around in, in our territory, at least then he can know that, be on the lookout for him or whatever.
I mean, yeah, but it might not help you or him.
Just that way I've got something to give him.
You're so nice.
He asked me to bring him back any information that we got. So
I
if
mean,
that's all you got, then that's all we've got.
what I'm saying is that it's nice that you're even getting information for him. Not everybody does that for the Barons.
Kind of thought that was how this worked.
Yeah, you would think.
Can you excuse me 1 second? I'll lean over to Vincent. It's time to make the ask.
I guess are you having trouble getting information? Because we have found ourselves with a fair amount of information and not a lot of people who are meaningfully guiding us on it. Right? So if this is something that you would prefer it happened somewhat regularly, we're happy to do that.
Here's the thing. I've heard of some of the things that have happened with you guys. Some good, some not so good.
If you don't mind, I would say that seems to be a reputation that we share.
You're right. You're right. But
Hey,
you should be
Eva, I need you
careful.
to go ahead and roll your
No,
clan
don't
bane
say
for me, please.
Oh
I
shit!
knew you were gonna say that.
Oh,
That's a dangerous game.
oh! You should
Had to
not
happen at
have
some
said
point.
that.
Look it up.
Oh, no.
Hey, whatever. I already almost got thrown
Oh.
out of this by one
Someone-
person with potent
Now
five.
you're
Why not
gonna
make two?
die.
I hope you have a backup character.
I do, in the
Carter is
bar.
clenching.
In the bar, actually there, ready to go.
You did say you wanted to be the problem child, so.
That's true. You said let's get into trouble. Let's make mistakes.
Who knew the episode title was referring to Eva this evening? Oh, man.
Oof. It's getting hot in here.
Remember how to do this.
Oh, wait, actually, I forgot.
I don't think
You're
I
a
have
special.
A role.
You're also a different breed of Bruja. I need you to go ahead and make a frenzy roll for me, please.
Like I don't think this one.
I
Has
forgot. You get really punchy when you messy critical, not when you just get angry for getting talked down to.
I resisted.
Hey.
Hey, can I make a roll to help with this since he did mean it as sort of a sign of respect?
No. You definitely get the sense that there is a word of like a sign of respect. But even so, Eva, you're able to keep your beast locked down. But Vincent, you also see that it ticked a nerve.
All right. Sorry. Didn't mean
This
anything
time
by
I
it.
agreed with you, but I'm just saying, just be careful on what you say the next time.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Sorry. Didn't mean any offense.
I'm gonna actually make a phone call really fast. If you guys want to stick around, I just want to figure out why these people are here and what they want.
Yeah, sure.
Um, make sure that you stick with. She's gonna like gesture to Charlie a little bit.
Oh,
Charlie.
okay.
Hey, Charlie.
Eva's gonna
We
walk to
need-
the back and make her phone call.
We need you over here.
I like this seat. You guys can come sit here.
Come, nope. Come here.
I'm already making enough friends tonight. We don't need to expand the audience.
Where are we sitting?
We're right here.
Charlie rolls her eyes and walks over. But she's gonna sit where she can keep an eye on Meg.
Yep. While this is all happening, speaking of Meg does sort of see the shifting people plopping down in a booth. And Charlie, you do make eye contact with Meg as Meg's mouth goes like agape a little bit before like almost panically like looking back into the books and continue to write.
I'm gonna kind of reach out to the cobweb
Mm-hmm.
and just see if I can catch threads of her thoughts.
I'm assuming you have a super cool.
It's called a break in the static. The cobweb is just barely perceptible to you. You catch sporadic snatches of conversation, often just a few distinct words or images. It's enough to piece together an order or a call for aid, though you're unable to respond.
Cool. Is there a roll that goes with that, or you just get it?
Nope, it's just there. It's an ability.
I love that for Malkavians. Instead of words, you just get a series of images. Two young siblings playing. It goes to now what looks like a current day almost of Meg looking through a window at Charlie. And you see streaks of crimson down Meg's face. You get a sense of desperation, a sense of loss. You get another image that pops in of being connected. Like you're part of something bigger. And you can see Charlie laid down and tied to a table. You can see Charlie being carved. And breathing. Human. And you see the two of them at the first Rand rave, sort of making eye contact towards each other. And you have another feeling of grief as Meg sort of comes to the realization of what happened to her sister. But knowing that she can't fix it. And now you get a sense of shame.
Julian just kind of reaches and grabs Charlie's hand and gives it a squeeze. Kind of makes eye contact with her and I didn't know. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
You didn't know what.
About what was done to you in that basement.
I'm confused how you just found out, but thanks.
She's ashamed. Because she couldn't stop this from happening to you.
Charlie's gonna have like a few tears come down.
We transition to the back room where Eva is making a phone call. Eva, who are you calling?
Carter.
Carter. I'm sure you are just happily reading a book.
Yeah, I was until the phone started ringing.
Weirdly enough,
Being disturbed and then
Hey, which book?
Oh, we know what fucking
Oh, we
book.
know what book.
We know what fucking book.
Anyway, once again, your coterie has stopped you from reading a book. As you see, Eva is calling you.
I mean, she did rip a safe open for me, so better pick up.
Yeah, probably fair. The call's connected.
Hey, what's up?
hey, I just was calling to ask about if you know anything about a few guys coming into Indy from your side.
Bruce, do I know anything about a few guys from my side coming into Indy?
You are aware of a group of individuals who are looking to see if there is anything left to salvage in Indianapolis.
And they would probably be deeply unfriendly to Eva.
Yeah,
Potentially?
it's probably the group of people that you suggested should come and clear out Indianapolis the proper way when you guys were first talking about it.
Oh yeah, they just took their sweet time. Yeah, that sort of aware of that. Why are they causing trouble?
I can't tell. I'm just wondering why they're here. It seems that they've just been in my territory as opposed to those around me. So wasn't sure if they needed something from me trying to get my attention, or are they just on a job from your higher ups?
Well, remember way back when we were trying to figure out how to handle problems? And
Trying to figure out
we had
problems,
said,
yes.
I had said, like, there's people for this higher up the food chain. That this is them.
Like forever later.
I don't know if it's forever later or if they're poking around to see what's left. I mean, you can kind of imagine the way things went down didn't make a lot of people happy.
One side, it didn't make them happy.
But they're not being too aggressive, I hope.
I don't think anything so far. It seems as if they're making their presence known, though. And I don't know if that's a good thing for either sides.
Well, it certainly means they probably have plans for your town.
You'd like to take it back?
I would assume that's what they're there for, to see if they can.
Well, it
But
seems that they're
maybe they
interested
also
in. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it just seems like they're interested in the youngest, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this new generation is interesting. Hopefully mine's not
Interesting.
causing too much trouble.
What? So confused. Okay. What do you mean yours is causing or isn't causing too much trouble?
Oh, I thought you'd figured that out by now. Never mind. They
What?
may also just want to see how crazy things are getting. They may not be interested in taking back over.
Okay, well, it seems as though people are afraid of them.
That's probably smart.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm just saying, like, why do we want that to happen right now?
I don't think you want that to happen ever, but I also don't think you can really stop that from happening. And I think trying to stop it the wrong way just gets you a lot more trouble.
Well, then I think that you can stop it the right way because, it probably won't go the right way if I do it.
It seems to have worked out okay.
Has it?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Okay, yeah. All right. I mean, they're gonna want some heads on some spikes. Who's out of pocket down there right now?
We're not doing that.
What? You just sent him mixed messages. You said the right way.
A better way than that way. Like,
All
can't
right.
you just
Let me
say, like, get out and don't bother them?
just ask them nicely to leave, and they'll go.
Will they?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work that way.
Yeah. And I do not want to get killed by the four of them.
Oh, there's 4?
I said a few. That could be 3, 4, 5. Yes.
That's not great. I mean, means they are taking it
So if
seriously.
it was 3, it would be fine. But now that there's 4, it's not great.
I mean, 4 is a lot.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I think you should take it as a compliment.
All right. Well, can you somehow work magic and maybe get them out of here?
It's a tall ask. Let me see who I can
Well,
call.
it's
Call in
either
some
you
favors.
or the other one.
What other one?
Our other mate.
Uh, speaking of out of pocket, is he still stringing people up by their entrails?
I have no idea. Probably,
Huh?
but I have no idea.
In Minecraft, it's stringing people up. Yeah. Shit.
Carter, when do you start playing Minecraft? Okay, anyway. let's just, yeah, you call them off and hopefully that works. If not, then we'll have to figure out another way.
You remember how it works on this side, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is like several
I
steps
thought you
up.
were high up there though. Like, can't you just like do something? You got like magic.
In Minecraft?
Yes, exactly. All right.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, and I mean, if they're not gone, like obviously, like, can they just cool it a little bit?
Well, what are they doing other than being seen?
Well, I mean, I don't know everything. I have only just talked to a couple of people who have seen them around. Apparently, they were investigating. I'm gonna use that term loosely. Um, some things in a park nearby. I don't want to go into detail, but
Yeah, no, we've done enough
just
detail
use
on
your
this. Yep.
imagination. So, um, but they were kind of acting like the PD in a sense, but then also telling the PD to basically go somewhere else.
Can we find out if they were covering up or if they were trying to find out?
Yeah, I mean
Are they
that's
covering
kind of what I
something
wanna
up or are
get
they
to.
trying to get to the bottom of something?
But I need to get to the bottom of that. Maybe just lay low for a little bit, and then while I figure things out. I'm working with some newbies, so I'm trying to figure it out.
All right. Yeah. I'll see what I can do. I'll be in touch.
All right, thanks. I'm gonna hang up.
Okay. As you go ahead and hang up, that is where we will go ahead and end our session for tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming, hanging out. Really do appreciate it. At least for the time being, this is going to be our new time slot. That's 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time slot. So just be on the lookout for that as we continue to go forward. But thank you guys again so much for coming and hanging out and watching our interesting story unfold, as this was again episode 31, Monster. But we will see you guys next week on another wonderful